former Alabama Chief Justice Roy Moore was projected to soundly defeat Senator Luther Strange in Tuesday's Senate primary runoff, overcoming heavy GOP establishment support for the incumbent, including from President Trump himself. The hard-fought Alabama runoff battle had pitted Trump against some of his most loyal supporters, including former chief strategist Steve Bannon, former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin, and a slew of House conservatives who all backed Moore. Despite his outsider image, Moore seemed to have the edge over Strange from the start. With 72% of the precincts reporting, Moore led Strange by 56% to 44%, a margin of more than 41,000 votes. State officials estimated a low turnout of between 12 and 15% of eligible voters. Strange lost despite the endorsement of Trump and Vice President Mike Pence, both of whom traveled to Alabama to make the case for the incumbent in the final week of the race. In his concession statement, Strange thanked Trump and Pence for their support and vowed to go back to work with President Trump and do all I can to advance his agenda over the next few weeks. Addressing supporters in Birmingham, Strange admitted the political winds in this country now are hard to understand. After Strange's concession, the president tweeted his congratulations to Moore and implored him to win in November. Congratulations to Roy Moore on his Republican primary win in Alabama. Luther Strange started way back and ran a good race. Roy, win in November. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, September 27, 2017. Moore is now the favorite in December's general election against Democrat Doug Jones, a lawyer and former U.S. attorney during President Bill Clinton's administration. The winner of that race will complete the Senate term started by Attorney General Jeff Sessions and be up for re-election in 2020. At a rally in Huntsville Friday, Trump portrayed Strange as loyal to him and said he appreciated how Strange agreed to vote for Obamacare replacement legislation this summer without asking any favors from him. However, Trump's endorsement was overshadowed nationally by his attack on NFL players who kneel during the national anthem prior to games. Trump also said at the Alabama rally that he would campaign for Moore in the general election if he secured the nomination, but he believed Moore would have a tougher time against Jones in the general election. Pence also flew to Birmingham on Monday evening to campaign for Strange. Luther Strange is a real conservative. He's a leader and a real friend to President Trump. I got to tell you, Big Luther has been making a big difference in Washington, Pence said before exiting the stage to the tune of Sweet Home Alabama. The Senate Leadership Fund, a group with ties to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, RKY, spent an estimated $9 million trying to secure the nomination for Strange. That support played into Moore's argument that the election was an opportunity to send a lesson to what he called the elite Washington establishment. Mitch McConnell needs to be replaced and your vote tomorrow may determine that, Moore said Monday at a Fairhope rally attended by Bannon, Brexit leader Nigel Farage, and Duck Dynasty star Phil Robertson. Bannon told the crowd that Alabama can show the world that this populist, nationalist, conservative movement is on the rise. A vote for Roy Moore is a vote for Donald J. Trump, Bannon said. Wearing a white cowboy hat and leather vest at the rally Monday night, Moore repeated the conservative Christian themes he has used his entire public career. He also lashed out at attack ads run against him in the race, including one suggesting he was weak on gun rights. I believe in the Second Amendment, Moore said, pulling a handgun from his pocket. Moore, known in Alabama as the Ten Commandments judge, has a colorful political history that has both fueled and complicated his rise. Moore first received national attention in the 1990s as a county judge when he hung a wooden Ten Commandments plaque on the wall of his courtroom. The ACLU filed a lawsuit against him. Benefiting from his popularity after the episode, Moore then ran and won a race for Chief Justice of the state's Supreme Court in 2000. But he was ousted after refusing to remove a 5,280-pound granite Ten Commandments monument from the rotunda of the state judicial building. Moore resurrected his political career in 2012, when he was elected Chief Justice again. But his second tenure was short-lived. In 2016, Moore was suspended as Chief Justice after he directed probate judges not to issue marriage certificates to gay couples. Strange, the former Attorney General in Alabama, was temporarily appointed to the seat in April by then-Governor Robert Bentley, who has since resigned in disgrace. Opponents have used the appointment against Strange, accusing Bentley of naming him to the seat so he could install someone who might be more sympathetic to